Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. I hope everybody's doing well. And wanted to come to you guys live today, cause today is a good day. Today is a very good day. Coming to you live from a truck stop. So I'm excited. Not only am I excited, but about today, but today is a milestone for me. It's a milestone for me, and something that I don't take lightly. Something that I fully embrace, and not only I say fully embrace, something that I hold near dear to my heart, and that is just with what today is for me. But what I am going to talk about is I'm talking about why does Chairman Albert Fitzgerald Turner use the same pictures to tell different stories, right? Why do we try to fabricate stories? But I wanted to jump on here today. I know it's not the usual time I usually come on, but today is a milestone for me. As many probably know, been transitioning from the military, and yeah, the day is the day. The day is the day that I'm coming home. So I'm excited about that, more than excited about it, but truly excited about this next chapter in my life. One of the things that is been so revealing to me is the simple fact that yeah, it's different, and I mean different in a good way, not in a bad way, but different in a good way, and I'm excited about it. And one of the things I'm really excited about is how how, you know, what the next chapter has. You know, I'm the type of person where I'm not afraid of the unknown. I fully embrace it. I fully look forward to it. I like challenges in the aspect of new things, and I'm not afraid to face things and try new things and do things different. But one thing that came to mind is this. I did the calculations, and the calculations I did 9,513 days ago. I raised my hand and I left MEPS in Montgomery, and caught a Greyhound bus to Columbus, and got off the Greyhound bus. They picked us up on a 15-passenger van and drove us into 30th AG at Fort Benning. And that's where everything started for me. I never would have thought then that 26 years later, I would be where I'm at right now. So today is a day that is a surreal day, but a very special day in the aspect of, you know, this was my last day, official last day in uniform. And I'm very proud of being able to serve, being able to deploy all of the experiences. And the biggest thing that I would say that I know that I would miss are the people. I know that this cup is empty as far as with I've done what I was supposed to do, as far as with while I was in. But I'm happy to be coming home and to be there in person, not away, but in person, to continue the efforts to raise awareness in the community. So I look forward to meeting a lot of new people, but I also look forward to seeing people that I've already known. One thing I know for a fact is, you know, a lot of people, you know, I've been gone for almost 30 years. So it's been 28 years since I left back home. And in those 28 years, I do want to say, you know, I'm not the same person I was when I was 18 years old, and I'm 46 now. But what a lot of people will see is, a lot of people will, well, it don't really matter in that aspect, but a lot of people will get to see that, you know, a lot of things that are being propagated out there, what they will see is they'll see that other people are just spreading false narratives, right? My whole thing is, and my whole passion behind all of this is moving our county forward, moving our area forward, right? And the reason why I say that is because for too long, we as a community have tolerated a lot of BS from our African-American elected officials in our area. All because we feel like if we are holding them accountable to what they're supposed to be doing, then we are working against them, and we are helping the white man, right? We got to, like, seriously, we have to stop that. Because the thing about it is, it's one thing to support if things are going great. It's another thing to blindly support when you know things are going wrong, but you continue to support it anyway just because you're doing it for the cause. And the cause is causing you to have a lot of heartache, to have a lot of pain, to deal with a lot of different things, right? So I just want to continue to talk about that, because that is where the mindset has to change. Fundamentally, that is where we have to change as a community. Fundamentally, that is what we really need to do, because the people that are in power has been playing that, they've been playing that fiddle for the last 40 years. Off of, hey, let's just support the black, let's vote Democrat, let's support them no matter what, but we don't hold them accountable. Now, the thing about it is, one of the things about it is, when we talk about, in the aspect of with Albert Turner, this man has lied within just this week alone, has every day just come out and lie and mislead. Lie, mislead, lie, mislead, just putting out a lie for no reason. And there are still people who support him, even though they know he's lying. Even though you can present to them that they lying, they still support him. Now, that's their right to do it, but the issue that I'm talking about is, if that person was a white person, was a MAGA supporter, you'll be up at the governor's office screaming for them to be put out. Why the standard change just because somebody black? Just because you know them? Why? When we sit around and we look, Albert, I made a post this morning. To show something. Now, for those that don't know, for those that may not know, I'm a person that like to deal with truthful information, factual information, things you can actually verify. You can go see, you can look towards, right? You can see and verify for yourself. One of my frustrations with Chairman Albert Fitzgerald Turner is he's lied so much to where he thinks that he's at a place to where he can't be questioned, or he shouldn't be questioned, if he puts some information out. And what he has done is he has played on the people not following through or not asking questions so long to where they just take his word for it. I've had multiple people reach out to me, and multiple people shared with me. They said, man, thank you, because I used to trust Albert. I thought he had Perry County best interests at heart, but now I see it wasn't the truth. And this ain't about a personal thing. This is about telling the truth. Simply telling the truth. Showing where the information is misleading. Trucks, yes. But how did they secure the truck? Right? How did they secure them? Hold 1 second. How did they secure the trucks? How did they secure the trucks? How did they secure the trucks? And not only how did they secure the trucks, what program did they do, or what program were they using? What program did they do, and what program were they using to do this truck? And I show evidence that they've been doing it every year, but he went back and lied and said it was the first time since 2010. When I showed they did it in 2024, 2025, and he said his own words, they did it in 2020 with getting the new trucks. Just think about that. How much there's no need to lie about that. Just say, hey, we got 2 new trucks. But he's gonna come on and try to make it look like it's some new initiative that he's doing. With all of these initiatives that he said that he's done in Perry County, goddamn Perry County should be the 25th wonder of the world. But that's what he does. And we got other politicians, elected politicians, who aren't transparent, who aren't stepping up, who don't want to be held accountable for their positions, and who only want people to praise them. But then when somebody hold them accountable, they want to take little slick shots and not be a man or a woman and stand up to the call or the responsibility for their office. And that's the thing about it. And I keep talking about it, and I shared it before about blaming it. Anything that goes wrong, Albert always blamed the other commissioners. And he got his little cronies to come out. Ain't he the only commissioner? But if you go to his page, everything that he posts, guess what he posted? I did it. I initiated. I established. I'm working this. I'm doing this. The chairman was contacted. The chairman did this. The chairman did that. But then when you come back and ask him for all of those ayes, it was them that why it didn't get done. It was them. And that right there is a sign of ineffective leadership, of piss poor leadership, and a sign of somebody who lacks integrity and the morality to be a selfless service, a selfless leader who is working towards what's in the best interest of the people that they was duly elected to serve. Duly elected to serve. Now I want to get on and get to it today, and talk about some of the posts that I shared earlier. I shared 2 posts today. I shared one this morning, and then I saw Albert come back on the lie again, and it's crazy work. Crazy work. This man came back and lied again. But earlier today I shared a post. Let me see if I can see, can I get it? Hold on. Here it go. Yeah, earlier I shared a post with this meme. I don't know if y'all can see it. Yeah, y'all probably can't. But with that meme, and then the meme is saying, you know, I got a bunch of pictures of Albert sitting up there saying, hey, you know you can trust me. And the community saying, no, we can't. You know, the community wanted to see receipts. But in this post, I said, the truth is in the numbers. And the numbers don't look good at all for Chairman Albert Fitzgerald Turner. Now, under Chairman Albert Fitzgerald Turner's leadership, Perry County had the highest unemployment rate in Alabama from 2020 through 2025. They had the highest unemployment rate. The highest. Average from 2020 to 2025, Perry County had the highest in the state of Alabama. Now I'm gonna read what those numbers were. In 2020, the state average was higher because of COVID, but in 2020, Perry County unemployment rate was 14.5%. The state average was 6.4%. In 2021, Perry County had a 9.6% unemployment rate. The state average was 3.3%. So in 2021, Perry County had 3 times higher average than the state average for unemployment. In 2022, Perry County had a 6.0% unemployment rate, and the Alabama state average was 2.5%. 2023, they had a 5.6. State average was 2.5. 2024, they went back up to 6.7%. The state average was 2.1, 3 times higher. 2025, they was 6.2%, and the Alabama average was 2.9%. Now, over that period of time, on average, Perry County unemployment rate was from 2020 to 2025 was 8.1%, and the state average was 3.3%. That's like 2.5 times higher than the state average. That means Perry County rate was about 2 to 3 times higher than what it is in that state of Alabama. Now, I want y'all to see how this man would just straight lie. On July 8th, 2025, Albert posted on this page, his commissioner page, under the title, Chairman Turner in Perry County makes the grade. In this post, he said this. He said, an independent analysis, National Association of Counties, of the job performance of Albert Turner Jr. as chairman of Perry County government has given the chairman and the commission a passing grade. The survey looked at several factors which taken into account the need for functioning government. The following is the grade scale for the evaluation. Below normal, F. Slight above normal, D. Normal level, C. Slightly above levels, B. And normal levels, and above normal levels is an A. The survey takes into account size of the county, state, averages, and budget of the county. This is what he said, that the National Association of Counties graded Perry County with job creations. He said that they gave them an A. That means that it was above normal levels. He said Chairman Turner and the Perry County Commission has actively worked to add new job opportunities in the county. The Perry County Reentry Facility and Waste Connections led the way in new job creations in the county. Both entities have created over 150 new jobs with pay exceeding $15 minimums. Chairman Turner worked with both state and private leaders to secure both facilities to Perry County. He said that those two have created 150 jobs for Perry County. Now, who's watching that work out at Waste Management, Waste Connection? Who's watching that work out at the Perry County Reentry? Has 150 jobs been created? And if all of these jobs, if job creation is an A, then why is Perry County doing that same time as you as chairman? Why they have led the state with the average, with the highest unemployment rate in the state? Make that make sense. But see, you go and you lie, and then when we ask you for the report, you don't never provide the report. You just want some people to trust your word. Your word is not credible. Nobody is believing you. Nobody. Nobody is believing you. And Albert, guess what, my boy? Guess what? I want you to understand this. You know the National Association of Counties, I got the website linked on here where people can go and see what their mission is and what they do. Now, after looking at the National Association of Counties website, there does not seem to be anything showing that they give counties an independent report card or grade for how well they create jobs. As stated in their mission statement, this is their mission statement. At the heart of NACO, or National Association of County mission, is a commitment to advancing county priorities. That means they advocate for them up in DC, which their headquarters. Promoting innovative policies. That means that when a county creates something, they share it among members. So they share those resources as far as with knowledge resources. Nurturing leadership skills and building networks of knowledge and collaboration. Nothing enlisted in their mission that they do independent analysis. So Chairman Albert Fitzgerald Turner post was not just confusing or misleading. It was a lie and another way to distract people from the truth about his poor leadership. Now I want y'all to understand this. The National Association of Counties is a national organization where he is a member of. Why would Albert lie on the national organization that he is a board member of? Why would he lie on them as if they gave him an independent analysis and gave them a grade of A when the records show that Perry County has led the state in unemployment since 2020? Make that make sense. This man is willing to lie on the national organization to deceive the people in Perry County. This man lied on the national organization of black county officials when he went to the meeting on the 22nd up in DC. He said that they was having he was being honored. They was going to honor him, have a luncheon in his honor. And when I emailed them, the only thing that they emailed me back was that they was honoring Reverend Jesse Jackson during that time. They didn't have any list of honorees. And guess what? Nobody have seen a picture from Albert up there too. So y'all know if he was honored, y'all know y'all would have seen the picture. So those two more examples of Albert lying on national organizations so that he can further his own thing to deceive the people in Perry County. And he still have yet to show the report. You gonna write this whole dissertation? Like he gonna write the dissertation. I'm gonna listen, I want y'all to hear how bad it is, right? I want y'all to hear just how bad it is. These are the grades. I want y'all to listen to this. I want you guys to listen to this grade. These are the grades that Albert said that the National Association of Counties gave Perry County. Job creation, a A. Budgeting, a A. Infrastructure, a C. Now, a C is slightly above normal levels. Do you think Perry County infrastructure is slightly above normal levels? Law enforcement, a B. Capital management, a A. Grant management, a A. Audit readiness, a C. Financial management, a A. Healthcare management, a B. Y'all believe any of that? Now you can go to my page and it's on that link is to his page, and he posted that on July the 8th of last year. Right? But Albert, this is some question. Why would Chairman Albert Fitzgerald Turner say that the National Association of Counties gave Perry County an A for job creation if Perry County has had the highest unemployment rate in Alabama since 2020? Albert, why would you allow that national organization? And you know what, Albert? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. Albert, on the National Association of Counties, they got a list of their national leaders. And you're listed on there too. But the national president and the co-president and all those other people, Albert, I'm going to send them the email showing you lying on them and let them know that you are lying on them. And before you go to try to change anything, my boy, just know I got receipts. And I'll share that with them so they can see a member of their board is lying on them as if they're doing something and supporting and putting their reputation on the line, a national organization reputation on the line, because you want to lie to the people that you was duly elected to serve. And I just want to let people know that. But he want to come back and let everybody know like he's doing something. That man don't do nothing but lie, don't show receipts, and try to throw little slick, undermining comments because he's a coward. And he's scared and he's terrified because his tactics is not working anymore. And this man don't know what to do. He doesn't know what to do. And Albert, you know, listen, I'm in the U-Haul. Y'all see that? I'm packed up. I'm in the U-Haul, coming home. You think it was bad? You thought it was bad back then? Their accountability gonna be right in your face. Because the people want to see the difference. The people want to know what the truth is. The people are tired of all the BS, man. They tired of all of it. Them tactics ain't gonna work. The best thing for you to do is tell the truth and go ahead on and resign. Go ahead on and resign. The second question I got is, if that report is real, why did Chairman Albert Fitzgerald Turner not show it to the people of Perry County so they could read it for themselves instead of just trusting what he said? If the report exists, when I asked about it a couple months ago, why not just show it? Why not? Why not just show it? That's all you have to do. If the report exists, show it. What's so hard about that? Albert, showing a report that you said existed, that you posted, that they gave you a grade, favorable grades. And when people ask to show the report, you say you ain't getting in the gutter, that you ain't got to do it. Man, what the heck wrong with you? Delulu, that's what we call it. And then he had the audacity to come on later on. And now, Albert came on later on and he made a post. And the post he made, I'm gonna show y'all. This man made a post today. And listen, and I'm about to educate you guys on some things. Because when I told y'all a couple weeks ago, my whole thing is to show people patterns. And you can see patterns, right? Because those that are used to manipulating people, they operate in patterns. And one of his patterns today was, he tried to, in a slick way, do a soft endorsement, right? A soft endorsement is, hey, they ain't gonna come back out and say that they endorse this person, but they're gonna bring their name up in ways as if they're concerned. That's their way of trying to push their name out there. The reason why he ain't gonna do a heavy endorsement is because people know his word ain't worth nothing. But he's trying to play on that, because what Albert hates is, Albert wants to get Tony Long out of office. Albert wants to get Brent Harrison out of office. He know he can't do nothing about Carlton Lewis because they just got in office in 2024. But he want to get Brent and Tony out of office because they ain't voting with him no more. So he can't have a 3-2 majority vote. So what he tried to do today, and I'm going to show you guys, but also show how this man used the same pictures over and over to try to deceive the people. Now, on today, March 6th, Albert posted on his official Facebook page under the title, hold one second, under the title, Chairman announces ADM Grant Award. Okay, then he said, the Alabama Department of Management has awarded Perry County a grant to support environmental cleanups. The $180,000 grant will contribute to maintaining a clean and illegal dump site free environment in Perry County. The site was discovered by Donald Nichols, who notified Chairman Turner promptly, the county's environmental grant writers, to inform ADM. The county will initiate cleanup efforts immediately to address this concern. Now I'm gonna go to his page and I'm gonna show y'all what he did. I just want to lay it out for you guys. I cut some of it out on mine, but I'm going to his page, right? This is what he put. And I want y'all to listen to it. He said, the Alabama Department of Environmental Management has awarded Perry County a grant to support environmental cleanup efforts. This agreement will facilitate the removal and disposal of unauthorized dump and scrap tires materials from a property located at Old Perryville Road, Perryville, Perry County, Alabama. Perryville Road is the district where Brent Harrison worked at. Guess who's running against Brent? Donald Nichols. Let's stick to facts. Donald Nichols, I'm gonna go to it. Now, if you go back to Albert page, matter of fact, let me do it because I'm right here right now. I'm using my other phone. Y'all remember y'all be playing Mario? Y'all remember that song? I just had a flashback, I'm sorry. But I'm finna show y'all something, so y'all can put 2 and 2 together. Hey, my boy, just want to let you know, we see it. We see what you're doing. On January the 19th, on January the 19th, if you go to Albert page, you'll see on January the 19th, Albert shared another thing. Now, he ain't fully endorsed him, but he's trying to put it out there. He said, Donald Nichols for Perry County Commission District 3. Donald Nichols proudly announced his candidacy for Perry County Commission District 3, bringing with him a lifetime of deep roots, hard work, and commitment to the people of Heidelberg, Alabama, and the surrounding communities, right? And that's what he talked about, right? And he put this up here. On election day, Donald Nichols asked for your vote, your trust, and opportunity. So this is another thing. He did it on January the 19th. He came back today with that soft endorsement of Donald Nichols. Now, let's stick to the facts. Let's stick to the facts. The facts is that Donald Nichols is currently serving as a member of the Perry County School Board. The fact is, Donald Nichols is innocent until proven guilty, but he is pending charges that are disturbing in nature. That's all I'm gonna say. And it's been pending for the last, 3 to 5 years. My question is, why hasn't the district attorney did anything to move that forward? Because if it's happened 3 to 5 years ago and it's still pending, why is it still hadn't been adjudicated in that time period so that the truth can come out, justice can be served, or he can be adjudicated, and then we can move on? But while it's not being done, he's still serving on the Perry County School Board and running for office in District 3. This is the same person that Albert is supporting. He's not coming out full-fledged to do it, but he's trying to do a soft endorsement to throw his name out there, because I'm curious I'm curious of this, Albert. What did he have to do with you announcing that grant for Perry County? Now I'm gonna get back to that grant announcement that you said, my boy. I'm gonna get back to that grant announcement, cause you should have known by now. God dog it, you should have known by now. Albert, you should have known by now. Hold on. Let me get some of my sweet tea. Chairman, you should have known by now that that got done, Robert Shepard. If you post anything that's a lie, at best that boy gonna give you an hour before he come back with the facts. So I don't know why you keep lying and try to deceive the people with your nonsense that you keep doing. See, you keep doing that and you making it hard for yourself, right? Listen, this ain't no smear. This is facts. According to the newspaper that was reported in the newspaper, right? Donald Nichols is pending charges on that is sexual in nature. All I'm gonna say about that. And because it hadn't been adjudicated, he's still a member of the Perry County Board of Education. And he's running for District 3. And that's somebody that Albert is supporting, but he's trying to do a soft one. Because why you brought that up about that grant? But I'm gonna get back to that grant, my boy. I'm gonna get back to that grant. Right? Now, the other thing is Albert used the pictures of those lights. He used those pictures. He used the same pictures on his page back on November the 14th. On his page under the title Francis Marion Lights. So if he ain't got you blocked like me, you can go to his page, and if you look up, if you search Francis Marion Lights, you'll see the same photo in that picture and the same photo that he shared on his post today. Now, Albert, I need you to go back and change that. I need you to go back and change that, change the title of that on your page, right? I need you to change that from Francis Marion Lights to Robert Shepard Lights, because them lights got put up when I raised awareness about why it took you 565 days to get those lights up. So yeah, they for Francis, but because of you put on there, you need to put my name on them lights. Them my lights, Albert. I'm responsible for you getting them lights up for them kids, because you lied over 565 days of lying. But then when I come back and I raise awareness about it, then all of a sudden you put them lights up. Put my name on them, my lights, Albert. And I want you, Albert, this is what I want you to do, because I know you like to name things after people in Marion. I want you to, matter of fact, I'm going to come to the Perry County Commission meeting, and I'm going to propose, and I'm going to ask one of the commissioners to do a motion to name those lights at Francis Marion Baseball Field the Robert Lovejoy Shepard Lights. Name them the Robert Lovejoy Shepard Lights in honor of Albert Fitzgerald Turner. That's what I want on the lights. I'll pay for the thing to go on there. Because the only reason why you did them lights, Albert, because you tried to shut me up, but you made yourself look stupid. I'm glad them kids are able to benefit from it. And yeah, I'm joking about that, but at the same point, you're the one who failed them. Took you 565 days, you didn't say nothing. 12 days after I make my post, you come back and talk about you got the lights and them lights up. It's a shame, man. That's a darn shame. But let's get back to it. Let's get back to this grant. Right? The grant that Albert said. I want y'all to understand this. As of today, because y'all know I went and checked. Y'all know I went to ADAM and I checked how many grants was awarded to Perry County since 2020. And they came back to me and they said that the grants, they awarded 7 Perry County entities grants. That was the City of Marion. That was between 2022 and 2025. There were 7 grants given to Perry County entities or groups, including the City of Marion, the Uniontown Waterworks and Sewer Board, and the Perry County Water Authority. But there is no proof or no evidence of anything grants being given to Perry County. And you know what, Albert? I know you're going to lie about it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and I'm going to share each one of those 7, the date that they was awarded and the amount they was awarded. Right? And this is the other thing with that. Albert, ain't nothing listed about $186,000 grant. So why you lie about that? And then I'm going to his page. I want y'all to listen. I already show how he love to put the cart before the horse, but I want y'all to listen to this. Because when y'all hear it, y'all see how he promises things, but then he gonna come back and say he didn't say it. Y'all listen to this. The grant will be dispersed upon completion of the project, requiring the county to advance the necessary funds and subsequently receive reimbursement from ADAM. Chairman Turner, watch this. Chairman Turner confirmed that the grant agreement will be signed promptly, followed by the initiation of cleanup work. First of all, we already showed and I already explained that he can't do that by himself. There has to be a majority vote from the commission. So the commission is like they just voted in February to accept the $500,000 in appropriation from congressional appropriation grant that Terry Sewell is giving to them to fix the Barnett King Center. He can't do that. This man is just lying. There's nothing listed as a grant award on ADAM website to Perry County. This man just lies. Like, I'm talking about just lie. I mean just lie. Just to throw something out there. He tried to do that little soft endorsement. It ain't work. Y'all look down, Hicks Johnson got the got the link to the article that I was talking about Donald Nichols. So when anybody try to talk, this ain't nothing personal. That was reported in the news. But yet and still, after all of those years, yet and still, nothing has been adjudicated. So what's taking the DA so long? Because it happened in this district. What's taking the DA so long? That's an honest question. As a matter of fact, let me see. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I could let me see. I'm not gonna be able to look at it. I was trying to see if I could pull it up. But I just want people to just sit down and think about this, what I'm talking about. Because every day it's a new lie. Every day there's nothing coming from transparency. Like, think about it. We have been conditioned for so long with just inept and just bad leadership that's what we've grown accustomed to. Seriously, that is what we have grown accustomed to. Like, we got, listen, y'all don't believe me. There's the reason and the conditions that we have is because a lot of people have been silenced by a few people who only want power, who use their positions to get back at people. And everybody that's been doing that, everybody that's been covering up, everybody that's been trying to get away with it and doing all this stuff, your days are over with. Your days are over with. Exposure is coming. Because there's a lot of low down, nasty, dirty people who've used their position to get at people and to oppress people. And watch this. They black and they Democrats. Using their position to get back at people because of stuff in their own personal life. It's a darn shame. Getting back at family members because you don't like somebody. So you use your position working in city or county government to get back at people? Nah. And I tell people this, and this, I want to say this too, and I'm saying this in all honesty. The reason why a lot of the stuff we deal with in our county is because the people in our county sell their soul for a little money. I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. People be promised a little money and do stuff like run for elections to split votes. All because somebody else tells them to or offer them or promise them something. And they run to split the votes so that that person that tell them to do it can manipulate the outcome of the election so that they can get people in there that they want. So that they can further continue to do things to keep the conditions the same way that we see it. And I want people to understand this. You need to start looking at who's supporting who. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Y'all see Albert is supporting Donald Nichols. Also been reported to me that they see people seeing Albert eating with Mr. Sykes, who's running for sheriff. And Albert has posted him on his page. See, the thing that I say about Albert is, anybody that Albert supports, Albert feels like he got control over them. That's why Albert is mad at Carlton Lewis, because he thought if he got Carlton Lewis in office, he's going to always vote with him the same way Barbara Howes is voting 100% with him. See, Albert supports people he feels like he can control. So, Mr. Sykes, you need to steer clear. You need to come out and say you're standing on your own. Because what it looks like, because I can go back to Albert Post when he did a little slick, he running for sheriff, but when he did a little slick congratulatory post about Sheriff Roy Fikes when Governor Ivey appointed him, Albert talking about, yeah, he need to be ready. There'll be multiple people running against him as sheriff coming out of Uniontown. He'll be endorsing him. I'm just telling you, you need to stand on your own two feet and get away from him quickly as possible. Stop doing them secret meetings with him. That man don't want nothing but a puppet that he can feel like he can control. I'm just telling you. I remember they said Chef Hood was in there and he couldn't do it, but Albert got in with Chef Jones and you know, Chef Jones gave him the office in the courthouse, and that's the manipulation that Albert does. That right there is what he does. And that man just wants something to feel more than what he is. But he ain't gonna never stand on his own 2 feet because that's all he can do. He don't have any other good qualities but besides to be a manipulator. But a lot of people know exactly what I'm talking about. That man that paid y'all to run for elections, to run for mayor, to split votes. Y'all know that, but then come back and want to try to act like y'all serving Jesus. But then you sell your soul for a little funky dollars or for a favor. And then turn around and look at the community looking like what it looks like. You're part of the problem. And you're going to have to give an account for that. Because God going to hold you accountable for it. Let that sit well with your conscience. When you go to church and you pray and you sing and you praise dance and you do all this and you talking about you love Jesus, but then you get into bed with the devil to manipulate things to remain the same way that it is. And all of his actions don't even align with what the word of God say. And you know that, but you still sell your soul for a few funky dollars. And you know it. And the best thing to do is come clean with it. The best thing to do. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, Albert know he don't have support. That man is finna go full-fledged force for absentee ballot. The way to stop that, we need the community to flood the goddamn Secretary of State. Flood their office with phone calls, complaints, and everything. If that man approached you before and paid you money, you need to call him, call the Secretary of State and give a first-hand report. Why? Because that's his only way of trying to win this election is through absentee ballots. But if we come together collectively, that's the only way, and that's what he fears the most. That man about to go get some dead folks. That man about to call everybody, especially in District 1. Because he knows that he don't have a chance in hell to win by himself without utilizing his resources. Because he already know that them people watching. He know them people watching. Look, I'm going to tell y'all this. They had Albert reported on his page earlier this week that he was going to be in Huntsville. I think that was in Huntsville this week for like a commission conference. They said Albert, the talk of the state. Say them folks laughing. Them folks liking looking at them cartoons and everything by Albert. Man, them folks laughing. But it's just his words. It's him. That man being exposed for all the dirt, for the years of dirt, for the years of manipulation, for the years of deceitfulness, for the years of being low down, for the years of running our county to the ground. You being held accountable, my boy. And I got my Alabama shirt because I'm coming home. Get them records ready for me. Get them ready now. Get them ready. And shame on all of y'all who let that man manipulate y'all. Shame on you. Let Albert come to you and talk you into running for office. You know you ain't trying to win, but you know you ain't trying to win. Okay, you know you ain't trying to win, but you just go in there because this man controls you. That's a shame, right? And I just want people to understand this. This is what I want people to understand. I'm about to get on the road and head on yonder. It's time to go. But I want people to understand this. At the end of the day, accountability is not an attack. Accountability is not an attack. And if what I'm doing bothers you, please block me. Please block me. Please. Because nobody's coming to ask you to look. Because you can't say I lied. You can't say I said anything personal. You can't say I haven't been factual. And you can't say I haven't been consistent. Only thing you can say, you disagree with me, which is your right to do so. Have no issue with that. But all that other stuff, you can block me. And man, you guys have a blessed and wonderful day. Getting on the road, praying for travel mercy, and looking forward to seeing everybody when your boy get back home. God bless.